agitate and organize and build the capacity and the momentum, working with all our creativity and determination toward a time when millions of people can be moved to fill the streets in cities and towns day and day after day, night after night, declaring this whole regime illegitimate, demanding and not stopping until the Trump-Pence regime is driven from power. If this happens, then the whole political landscape will be dramatically transformed. Every faction within the established power structure would be forced to respond, and all of this could lead to a situation in which this fascist regime is driven from office. This is both unprecedented, and at the same time, there are models and experiences to learn from. Nixon and his vice president, Spiro Agnew, were both driven from power. More recently in South Korea, millions filled the streets night after night, at first starting just on weekends, and they eventually drove their president from power. The Ukraine, Tahrir Square in Egypt, people in their millions protesting day after day, night after night, creating a political crisis for those in power to remove despised leaders. There were shortcomings for sure, and there are differences, but never underestimate the power of the people when we struggle righteously in the interests of humanity.
Yes.
We can do this. The people are there. The anger is there, believe me. Starting with those of us who stepped out today, if we act creatively, with determination, confronting the regime and their representatives and institutions, and always doing so in ways that put the truth to the lies of what they represent, making people feel that what we do, through what we do, immigrants, Muslims, women, blacks, Latinos, LGBTQ, people all over the world are full human beings, showing the world through word and deed that we will not accept the cruel and brutal future of the Trump-Pence regime, that they must go, and that they and we are the ones to make that happen. We need to hit the road, sending out vans with people, especially youth, dedicated to making this a summer of struggle to drive out this fascist regime. Donate and raise funds. Volunteer. As the struggle progresses, first one night a week, and on weekends, growing numbers of people should gather together, showing through what they do that there might not be business as usual while this regime is in power. Before you leave today, sign up to be part of protests or distributing literature after work and on weekends. Strategize with your group, your friends, and with Refuse Fascism. If we organize, if we dare to creatively confront those who are imposing terror, repression, and hardship on people, doing so with big arms to welcome and draw forward more people into the struggle, this can combine with the growing attacks of the regime and events in the world with the potential to move millions to act. If we don't organize, if we don't start acting with the demand that the Trump regime must go, the opportunity to mobilize millions to create the kind of political crisis through which the regime could be removed may not happen. Is there much to figure out? Yes. Was everything figured out when the freedom rides against Jim Crow began in the South? No. Was victory guaranteed? Hardly. Were there sacrifices? Yes. Was it worth it? Without question. The Trump-Pence regime must go. This is a simple and righteous demand. The fight to achieve it will be hard, but it can be done. What we don't know how to do yet, we will chart the course as we struggle together. This must be a moment in history when we stand together with conviction and courage, overcoming fear and uncertainty, to resist and say no, not just for ourselves, but in the name of humanity. The Trump-Pence regime must go. You and we can make it so.
All right, I see a lot of empty hands out there, and I see a lot of bystanders paying attention to what we're doing out here. This is not our thing. This is our thing. All of you on the sidelines, you're invited. Come join us. Everyone's standing around without a sign right now. Come up here and get a sign. Come over here and get a sign. We shouldn't have empty hands. So come on up, right here, right here. So, with all that was said in that speech, I think it is very, more than, not a joke, not hyperbole, it is clear that this is a fascist regime. And if it is so, the only thing that we can do to stop it is to drive it from power. Trump, Pence, Sessions, the whole cabal. I want to share it with you real quick. This one's easy. All you gotta say is hell no. Hell. It goes like this. I say, you say, call and respond. Alternative facts. Hell no. Hell no. World science. Hell no. Fascist USA. Hell no. Climate change deniers. Hell no. Attacks on science. Hell no. Alternative facts. Hell no. Holocaust centers. Hell no. Pussy grabbing. Hell no. Banning refugees. Hell no. Attacks on immigrants. Hell no. Attacks on Muslims. Hell no. Bombing Syria. Hell no. Bombing Afghanistan. Hell no. Bombing Yemen. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. All right, so all of our. And by the way, I want to give a shout out to Planned Parenthood for being out here, for coming out this morning with the Women's March, for saying hell no to those fascist thugs in the NRA. And that's very important. We unite with them 100%, and we're in this struggle and fight together. So, next we have a skit. And everybody that's involved in that, come on up. Real quick, we don't want anyone getting dehydrated. If you want some water, there's some over here. There's some more somewhere else.
For our skit today, we're going to need a volunteer from the audience. Who wants to volunteer?
Me. I'm gonna cut anybody else. Yeah. I'm 18 years old and I want to volunteer.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, we have to take it. Come inside, please. I like you. I want you to be a victim. Dano trabajo.
Welcome to Everytown, USA. We all live here. A lot of people have been feeling pretty down since November, probably because about half of the country went insane and chose a fascist would-be dictator to be president. But lately, some folks have begun to feel more hopeful.
Trump is such an incompetent boo. They're all incompetent. That should keep them from doing too much harm to our country.
Just because they're incompetent doesn't mean that they can't do a lot of damage. Look at what they've already done. Pulled us out of the Paris Agreement, killed the banking rule that protects consumers, made it legal to shoot mothers bearing and their cubs in their dens, and beefed up ICE, Customs, and Border Protection to deport DACA recipients and asylum seekers.
But he's going to be impeached. It's going to happen any day.
Louder!
He's going to be impeached. It's going to happen any day now. There is no way they will let him remain in office if he keeps leaking state secrets, lying to the American people, and ignoring the rule of law.
Love that shit!
Congress is the only body that can impeach him, and Republicans control Congress.
Louder!
Congress is the only body that can impeach him, and Republicans control Congress. Just like the German parliament saw Hitler as a useful idiot, anytime soon. And even if they did, we'd still be stuck with Pence, who's just as bad.
That's right.
The Russian investigation will solve everything. Mueller's investigation is going to bring him down. It'll be like modern-day Watergate.
Mueller can be fired at any time, just like Comey. If Rosenstein just objects, Trump can fire Rosenstein. And it took 2 years for Nixon to be forced to resign. Do you really think our world can hold out that long?
No!
I have faith in the justice system. They continue to fight the Muslim ban, and I'm sure they can stop the other stuff, like voter suppression and the destruction of our environment.
Clearly, some illusions are harder to dispel than others. But you know, the Department of Justice is run by Jeff Sessions, a racist man who wants to bring back the war on drugs, ramp up mass incarceration, and declare war on the undocumented. Trump is hiring new attorneys who will support him and firing those who won't, like Preet Bharara. Pretty soon, the whole system's going to be rigged in their favor. The Muslim ban's going before the Supreme Court, and how much you want to bet his new justice will support it?
But with all the people protesting and all the media paying attention, they wouldn't dare to try some of the things they said. People won't stand for it.
Republican legislators are writing laws to criminalize all forms of protest, and even just supporting protests. One rule allowed to protect people who hit protesters with their cars. Another guy said he'll hire a private militia to go after protesters. And have you seen that NRA ad? They're all calling modern-day brown shirts to commit atrocities. Trump has been attacking the press for the very beginning, like the Nazis. They're trying to silence any dissent. They've already ditched their press pools when they travel. And now they're blocking audio and video in press briefings. Once they get full control, they can shut down legitimate news outlets. And all you'll hear after that is their propaganda.
But once the Dems sweep the midterm elections, it'll all be smooth sailing.
If you think the elections are safe, think again. Trump just created a new commission to investigate voter fraud. It's a witch hunt designed to suppress the vote. Any refusal to comply with the commission will be used to justify further crackdowns. 4 Dems are actually helping them by serving as members. And even if the elections were fair, we can't afford to wait for the midterms. What the regime has already done may be irreversible, and worse is still to come.
Well, I'm not going to worry about it. It is just too awful. I'm just going to go on living my life.
If you care all about the facts, science, the rule of law, civil rights, health care, the environment, common sense.
Oh, sorry, my bad. It's all my fault.
If you care all about the facts, science, the rule of law, civil rights, health care, the environment, common sense, or common decency, you must act. Who else is going to do it, if not you? Don't be like this guy.
Don't be like Pollyanna.
Or this gal.
All it will take for evil to prevail is for good people to do nothing. When you say that you're not going to get involved, that's a cop-out. You're passing the buck. You're not neutral. You're an enabler. What can you do, though? You can demand that this regime be driven from power in the name of humanity. Not just once in a while, all the time. Fascism must be stopped before it's too late. Don't normalize, don't accommodate, don't conciliate, don't collaborate. Millions must stand together. True power has always been in our unity. Together, we refuse to accept a fascist America.
Hey! By this lady.
All right, everybody. So, it's getting close to that time where we're going to begin the march. Let me tell you a little bit about what the march is going to look like. So, we're going to begin here at the street, line up behind this banner. We're going to go left that way towards Irwin Street. And then we're going to take that down to the Beltline. And from there, we're going to be marching down the Beltline to Piedmont Park. So what we ask for you to do, because there's going to be a ton of people on the Beltline today. There's 2 lanes. We ask that you try to stay in one of those lanes. Maybe 2 by 2, something like that. But just to keep it safe for people trying to come by. But why we're doing this? Why are we going out on the Beltline? Why are we not, just marching down the street here? The point of this demonstration, the point of this National Day of Protest is to affect people, to shock people, to move people into action. This is not just a one-off, it's not just a one-day event. We need to raise the level, we need to raise our numbers, we need to be more defiant, more determined, and this fall we need people in the streets, day after day, night after night, refusing to leave until this regime is done, gone, driven out. So, if we can go ahead and get started, if the folks with the banner, or if you guys don't want to hold it, some other people, carry it over to the street right here. We're going to line up behind the banner. If our chant people could get in place, get a megaphone.
Why do you allow holding the house? Why do you allow holding the house? I gave Blaine Alexander my letter about a year ago. She had wrote me back there. Blaine Alexander. So you all now, all you all now. What I know about this I'm seeing that it is something that needs to be addressed before it grows. I really think that we don't have
But don't walk empty-handed. Grab a sign. When I say resist, 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 you say resist, resist, resist. Resist, resist, resist.
Resist, resist, resist.
Resist, resist, resist.
Resist, resist, resist.
Resist, resist, resist.
Resist, resist, resist.
We have a president, and we know he will do nothing for the Muslim community. He will do nothing for the African American community. He will do nothing for the LGBT community. That is Atlanta, Georgia. You will do nothing for the women and the women that you disrespected, and we won't stand for it anymore. This is why we are marching today. Everyone pick up something and let's stand up for everyone's rights, equality rights. This is where it starts, but it won't end here. This is where it begins. It begins with us standing up for exactly what we believe in. A fair government. We did not bring you Donald Trump. We did not bring you George Bush. That came from the other side. Not us. We know that. We brought you Obama.
We're the ones that brought you Bernie and Hillary and Joe Biden, the ones who fight for our rights. Everyone pick up something today, because at this time we're going to let Donald Trump know and the government know that we won't stand for this equality any longer. Resist, resist, resist!
Resist, resist, resist!
Resist, resist, resist!
Resist, resist, resist!
And everybody grab some water too. And pizza. Because it's free.
So we're going to be getting out of here in about 5 minutes or so. If everyone can make sure that you pick up any trash, you guys don't leave anything behind. We want to respect the King Center. Also, if you want some pizza, pizza over here. Water over here. Don't be shy. When you look around, you're going to see some people with yellow hanging out of their pockets or tied around their waist. Those are people, if you have any trouble during the march, you're not feeling, and also people with the reflective jackets on. You're not feeling well during the march, come talk to them. If anything is going on that you need to talk, or that you're worried about, come and speak to one of them.
This is a tiny march. I did a tax day protest that was several hundred. This is maybe 2 dozen, 3 dozen. Go stand in the shade till we start, sweetheart. Just stand right up in that tree there. This is where I was. I was going to say this is where I was standing when Obama came out. Pizza.
No.
Really, go stand in the shade, sweetheart.
Cooler here than Miami, that's all I'm going to say. I was in Miami for the All-Star game.
Wow. Yeah, Miami's tough.
I used to live there and I haven't been there in the summer for a while. Good
Come get a
every
sign.
spring.
Come get a bottle of water. Maybe there's a slice of pizza left. Not 1 minute.
What is the Tampa's number? The weight is
About 35 pounds. I know. That's great. What are they thinking? I'm going
I'll come back.
Alright, we're gonna start marching now. So if you get the banner up front,
You're welcome.
chant people, make sure you got a megaphone.
You gonna wait with her?
You have this one.
Thank you. She's up there. She's gonna wait with you.
She's gonna try to take a picture of us while we're going. You know what I mean, Yogi?
Yeah, there are no facts. We don't know anything of this. And
She wants to put her nose And that got anything in it, or is it just fat? Just a little. I was about to say, I know that.
You gotta do it.
Get this thing going.
hey, buddy.
Hey, we got some more signs if someone doesn't have anything. Man, we still have water. Lots of water. It's Deer Park. Deer Park is good.
We only had a third time.
Really good. Yeah. You were on this morning, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
Everybody, we're going to line up behind the banner. Down here at the street. Down here at the street. Banner down the street. Banner, banner, banner.
There's a picture of the cool guys that were all pissed off. They haven't slept in 25 hours because they did Bastille Day in Paris. I guess they didn't sleep on Air Force One. And then Trump, as soon as he gets off, he starts doing he's at the Women's U.S. Open he's playing at his house, at his club. I know. Well, I think part of it, I don't know. I mean, I don't buy it that he goes off for at least 3 hours.
They probably just went there right.
Well, that'd be nice.
Might be, I saw the news report.
I'm supposed to go up there, do my time. I've already been up there. Over a week at the White House.
No Trump, no KKK, no fascist USA. 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 No Trump, no KKK.
and pants have got to go. Hey, hey.
I think we got to go sideways.
Trump and Pence have got to go. Hey, hey.
You're not going to sit on the sidewalk.
Trump and Pence have got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Trump and Pence have got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Trump and Pence have got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Trump and Pence have got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Trump and Pence have got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Trump and Pence have got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Trump and Pence have got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Trump and Pence have got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Trump and Pence have got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Trump and Pence have got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Trump and Pence have got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Trump and Pence have got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Trump and Pence have got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Trump and Pence have got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Trump and Pence have got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Trump and Pence have got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. No KKK, no fascist USA. No KKK, no fascist USA.
Trump and Pence has got to go. Hey, hey.
Ho, ho.
Trump and Pence has got to go. Ho, ho. Trump and Pence have got to go.
Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Trump and Pence has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Trump and Pence has got to go. Hey, hey.
I love you. It's so good.
KKK, no fascist USA.
KKK, no fascist USA. No Trump. No KKK, no fascist USA. No Trump. No KKK, no fascist USA.
My son.
No fascist USA. No Trump. No KKK, no fascist USA. No wall, no ban, no wall, no ban, no wall,
No ban.
no wall, no ban, no wall, no ban, no wall,
No ban.
No wall. No wall.
no wall,
Got to slow them down.
no wall,
Got a large group at the rear, pretty far back.
no ban, no wall, no ban.